Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to all. Actually, turn these up just a little bit more and get right into it. I'm going to start this for a few weeks now, and I keep putting it off for different things. The date is 24th of December, 2000, Christmas Eve. Have I set this to auto just? For a lot of kids and some adults, that means being really... Okay, hold on. This needs to drop big time. Gonna score cheerleader, says Roger. 1 minute I'm lining up for a movie ticket, and then this hot girl just comes up to me and asks if I want a party. She tells me she's a high school cheerleader and that her team just won some big football game. Wants me to buy some beer for her. Strange. I know I'm not the kind of guy cheerleaders normally flirt with. Felt like a scene from one of those Japanese romance games. You know the ones I'm talking about, alright? The ones where you press A to read all the dialogue while waiting to get the good stuff. Yeah, you would think that. Have I not already hit the A button, or the auto button? Okay, maybe I take this off auto. Settings. We bump it all the way up. I hope it's the only thing that will come early tonight. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a cheerleader. Nope, I can't worry about that now. When life gives you lemons, you don't hesitate to stick your dick in them. Jesus. I mean, sink your teeth into them. Oh shit, I don't know what I mean. We've already had a few beers, so I'm too excited and way too drunk to think straight now. But, why did she have to bring us to this creepy old house? We should have gone to a motel or something. What if I get a splinter in my butt? I didn't bring any tweezers. Oh well, just remember. Life, lemons, dick. Oh, she is not a high schooler. I refuse. I refuse to believe that. Are you sure we should be here? I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be, but that's what makes it so fun. What's the matter, Roger? You scared? No, of course not. Well, let's go in then. She pushes the door open, and the two drunk teenagers enter the dusty old house. They're not teenagers. There's no way in fuck they're teenagers. But look at them. Inside the house looks just as old as it does from the outside. The walls are peeling, the floorboards have holes in them, and the door frames have claw marks? There is some garbage on the floor, but it looks like it's been there for years. A strange smell that is neither pleasant nor particularly foul permeates the air. This house probably hasn't had any visitors for a while. This place is really old and creepy. I know, right? Danger really gets me in the mood. So I'm getting a little wet just from being in this old place. Actually, the architecture of this place is pretty solid and it's quite dry in here. Your wetness is probably because of the rain, not the house. Whatever, Roger. Anyway, this place is totally cutting. I love it. And it's really isolated too. You could scream bloody murder and nobody would hear a thing. Do you want to try and see if anyone hears it? Suddenly a door slams from somewhere in the house and Roger screams in shock. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear that door slam? Whatever, it's just the wind. So, do you want to try? Try what? You didn't hear what I said, did you? Sorry, I didn't. Well, if you missed something, you can always press the left bumper. Okay. Thanks, I'll do that. Almost forgot you can also use a right bumper to read everything, just in general. Interesting. Oh, and that takes me back to that. I scroll up and click it. Okay. The lightning reveals a sign lying on the floor. Hey, look at that. Cool, this is one of those old houses that has a name. Welcome to Dirce. I can't read the rest of it. Welcome to Derceto Manor. I've heard about this place from the girls on the cheer squad. Derceto Manor? Maybe we should leave. Why? Haven't you heard? There's been a lot of people going missing. Once there was this kid whose parents made him come directly home after school, but one day he told his friend he was going to visit an old house and he was never seen again. I think it was this house. You are scared. Oh my god, this is what I get for suddenly developing a nerd fetish. Okay. I should have asked that other guy at the cinema. He was way more Cusack than you. Hey, I'm not scared. It's just that people have been talking about some kind of ghost. I've heard the stories about the ghost too. Actually, I've heard a lot about these times. Whenever you come across stories or dialogue that I've heard before, just hold X to skip it. If you're afraid you might miss something important, only skip dialogue you've heard before. We'll stop once you get to something new. Okay. Really useful for when you don't want to hear the same stuff again and again. Like when you date different guys from the football team. And you realize they're all the same, and the only way to tell them apart is the positions they like. You mean the positions they play? No, I mean the positions they like. I've heard that using the X button skip method can sometimes cause a graphics glitch. It's rare, but you can always just left bumper until the graphics look normal again. Interesting. So what do you think about the ghost stories? I think they aren't just stories. Once you hear the same story enough times from different people, it has to be real, right? Seriously? Do you still believe in ghosts? Oh, I'm not sure. Come on, Roger, you have to be man enough to make decisions. Most decisions might not make much of a difference, but some of them can really affect the way your story plays out. This choice is going to determine if you stay a virgin tonight. What makes you think I'm a virgin? How do you know I haven't had many girlfriends before? Oh, please. It's totally all over your face, like, well, stuff that gets all over someone's face. Like when you're washing the dishes and you put a soapy spoon onto the tap. See? You're definitely a virgin. Okay, I am a virgin. It's just that I'm a romantic guy. And saving myself for that special someone willing to have sex with me. I could be your huckleberry. But do you still believe in ghosts? Can't decide, the pressure's too much. If you need a security blanket, you can always just save the game. Bring up the main menu by pressing the menu button and hit save. You can always load back to this point if you don't like how it played out. Nah, I don't think I will. Or maybe that's the game's way of saying I should. Just in case. Save whenever you're making an important choice, just in case something bad happens. You say that like I'm likely to die? You're not gonna die. But you might not like the way your story turns out. Well, as my friend Roberto likes to say, save early, save often. I will try to remember that. So, do you still believe in ghosts? Yes. Don't you? There's a whole world we can't even see. Dark things. Evil things. Or maybe we just spent way too much time playing basements and basilisks and not enough time getting laid. Jesus. Talk about a burn. I'm going upstairs to explore this house. You can come with me if you want. Sophie turns around and starts walking up a large set of stairs to the upper floor. Roger rushes after Sophie and grabs her hand. Halfway up the stairs, Roger suddenly realizes that Sophie's hand is deathly cold, almost as if her hand was carved from ice. Sophie notices him examining her hand. What's wrong? Have you never held a girl's hand before? No, it's just your skin is very cold. She's a ghost. Of course she's a ghost. Do you want to borrow my jacket? It's very cowboy of you, but no thanks. The cold never bothered me anyway. When the pair reaches the second floor, Sophie leads Roger into a room at the end of the hallway. You been here before? Seem to know your way around. First time here? But I have a talent for always knowing where the bedroom is, even in a strange house. They enter a spacious room with a large bed in the middle. The room is decorated with once luxurious curtains, and a large grandfather clock stands with its hands pointed at 8:40. Something doesn't feel right. It's a windy night, but the air in this room is so still, like it's frozen in time. Or whatever. Why don't we focus on this large bed I found? Plus, it's got soft pillows, which is great because my knees are always getting bruised. You play volleyball? Keep getting bruised knees until I got better fitting pads. I'm not talking about volley. Never mind. Roger suddenly hears a strange sound and the hair on the back of his neck tingles. Of all the rooms in this house, this room makes him feel the most uncomfortable. He wonders if it's time to get out of here. I think it's time to get out of these wet clothes. And just like that, he quickly decides to stay. Don't you feel it, Sophie? Feel what? A change in the air. Actually, yeah. Can you sense something up here? Something evil? I think I can. It's cold all of a sudden, and I don't normally feel cold. I think it's time I reveal my true self to you. You're a nerdy pervert that likes being peed on. Holy shit, is it the opposite? Is Roger actually the ghost? I already figured that out, and that's why I've been drinking so much beer. No, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, so I thought she was the ghost. Of course, that's too obvious because he is actually the ghost. Roger reveals himself as an incubus demon and bares his jagged teeth at Sophie. Do you believe in evil now? Roger? Oh my god, Roger, there's something really creepy in this room. You mortals are really stupid. The creepy thing is me. I am a demon and I will eat your soul tonight. Note behind you, Roger. What is that? Foolish mortal. Do you really think I'm gonna fall for that? Except there's a creepy voice. Hello, Jorgrath. Roger has never heard this voice before, but he recognizes it from 1,000 horror stories. Gloom. He slowly turns around and comes face to face with every demon's worst nightmare. A floating torso with massive arms and no legs. A blackened skull with green flames flickering inside it. They call him Gloom, and to see him means death. I'm glad you know who I am. Then you also know what is going to happen to you tonight. Why did I come into this house of all houses? Because you could never resist a young soul, could you? Thank you for luring him here for me, Sophie. Wait, you're Mr. G? Yes. You're a ghost? I'm a wraith. Ghosts are just confused spirits with no goals. Sure, Mr. Wraith, sir. Please let me go. I'm just a cheerleader. Tell me why I should. You might not see a difference whether you let me go or not, and it often seems like your choices don't really affect what happens in the world, but your actions define who you are. Even if they don't change anything now, they will have implications later. You're a lot smarter than you look. Just because I'm a cheerleader doesn't mean I don't read. Really? Alright, I don't read. I've just fucked a lot of college professors. Get out of here. Your payment is under the floor mat. Don't leave me here alone with him. Sorry, still don't care about you. Come back here again, and I'll kill you too. She runs out of the room as quickly as she can. Roger tries to follow quietly behind her. Not you. You're mine tonight, Jorgrath. I go by Roger now. I get tired of always spelling Jorgrath out to bank tellers over the phone. Gloom stares at the incubus, unsure if he just made a joke. Whoa, tough crowd. Roger realizes that if he is going to escape from this house, he will have to outwit Gloom somehow. Sophie's advice about important life-changing decisions suddenly comes to mind. What will Roger do? Fight. With no option left, Roger decides to fight Gloom. If this is the way you want it, then this is the way it has to be. He raises his tiny fists and gets ready to fight. You've never fought in the front lines, Jorgrath. Everyone needs to know their limitations. Will Roger really challenge the demon killer? Nope, he runs for his life like a bitch. Oh, fuck this. Roger summons all his willpower to maintain control of his bladder as he rushes past Gloom to escape the bedroom. You've played this cat and mouse game with your victims so many times before. You know how this ends. I'm not listening to you. He finds himself in the second floor corridor. Squeaky stairs are in front of him, but there is also another room he can hide in. He'll fucking run down the stairs. Makes it to the ground floor, but not before he twists his ankle on the last step. Oh, I hate stairs. Desperately looks around for somewhere to hide. A bead of sweat rolls off his forehead and stings his eye. He rubs it in frustration. What's the matter, Jorgrath? Fear is only exciting when you're inflicting it. I'm not afraid of you. However, his lie is unraveled by the damp patch in his pants. Looking around, Roger spots an old chest that is probably big enough for him to hide inside. Alternatively, the exit is just a short run away and the front door is left wide open after Sophie made her escape. Yeah, make a break for the door. Remembering the mistakes people make in horror movies, Roger decides to get out of the house as quickly as possible. He runs as fast as his twisted ankle will allow, and almost reaches the door when it suddenly slams shut. He turns around and sees Gloom slowly floating down the stairs, with his hand pointing at the door. Roger tries to reopen the door, but something is holding it shut. You've moved down the food chain a notch, Jorgrath. You're the victim now. With the main door held shut by Gloom's powers, Roger will have to find another way out. Through the window. He rushes over to the nearby living room and tries to open a large window facing the front yard. It's stuck. Gloom slowly floats into the room. Can't blame a demon for eating souls, and you can't blame me for doing what I do. You always were a miserable demon. Always about the work, never about the fun. Come and join us, Gloom. We can go eat some mortals, have some fun. Fun? That's why you'll always be a bottom feeder, scavenging on low-hanging souls to survive. Gloom's eyes flare up, and he hits Roger with his hate blast. The little incubus is flung across the room, and he smashes through the window with his head. His world goes dark. Where am I? Roger wakes up in a large empty room. It's definitely the same house, but in a larger room that he hasn't seen before. Like a basement, perhaps? His head feels like it's being crushed, and his eyes can't seem to focus properly. What is going on? As he slowly regains his vision, he can just make out that there is nothing here except walls, dust, and an angry wraith squeezing his skull with a giant clawed hand. Please, I'm just a lowly incubus. I'm not even worth your time. You're wrong. Gloom's infamous spectral blade explodes out of his fist. The blade that has claimed the lives of countless demons. Come on, Gloom, I'm just a bottom feeder like you said. You don't need me, you really don't. Every horn counts. Title card. I guess I'm the Winona. Oh, okay, I'm awake. I reach out and slap down on my alarm clock. Another morning, another day. Time to put my game face on. I crawl out of bed and think about getting dressed for a new day. But first I need some music. A few scattered CDs are lying near my stereo. Which one should I pop in? Tortoise Head. Feels like a slow morning, so let's go with a little Tortoise Head. Do you like Tortoise Head? It's really good in the rare evenings when I don't have any homework or chores. You can just put it on and feel the tension leave your body. I sway a little to the music as I go through my closet. Okay, I'm ready to start the day. Hi, my name is Winona. I like playing PC games and listening to trip-hop music. I think I'm a pretty regular teenager. Except that I'm also the Doombringer. And I'm probably going to destroy the world. What? You think it's weird for someone to introduce themselves as the Doombringer? But you wouldn't even blink if someone says something like, "Hi, I'm Christina, I like to sing," or "Hi, I'm Gina, I drive a taxi." That's just how some people identify themselves. Some people identify most strongly with their passions, their jobs, or even their hair color. And for me, it's all about my destiny as the Doombringer. I bring doom. That's who I am. Now don't get me wrong. It's not something I want to do. I'm not a terrorist or some revolutionary. I'm not even particularly angry at the world. Well, not angrier than the average teenager anyway. I'm really an okay person. But I'm cursed to end the world, that's for sure. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I just know I'm destined to do it. I admit, it's not like it was revealed to be by some old guy with a big bushy beard. And there isn't a corny poem out there that describes me blowing up the world, but it's something I've always known in my heart. That still makes me sound nuts, doesn't it? But trust me, I'm not crazy, and I'm doing my best not to kill you and the rest of the world. In fact, I'm trying everything I can to prevent it from happening. But first, I have to survive another day of faking smiles for my foster parents, and dealing with the asshole customers at work, and trying not to become a giant weird blobby thing that eats the whole city. You know, Standard teen angst stuff. Well, no time to dwell on that now. I have to get to work. Joy. You stare straight at your adversary and see your green eyes reflected off his sunglasses. Your clawed fingers curl tightly into fists, and you twist them slowly around to loosen your wrists. This will not be an easy fight, but it's a fight that is long overdue. You're foolish to seek this challenge. I will not go easy on you, so be prepared to feel the full force of my wrath. Mr. Yesterday? Okay. Too many victories have made you arrogant and overconfident. I'm going to win. And you're going to feel like a right arsehole later. Haha, let's dance. Let's dance, old man. I'll dance on your grave. Part of me was hoping that they weren't actually going to fight and it was going to be something stupid, but that's great. Also, how's it going, Dragon? Good morning, or good night to you, maybe? How y'all doing? Welcome in, Dragon and Raiders. Let me just do the usuals. Going pretty good. Stream's been okay so far. We're still early. Been meaning to do this for a Sunday for a while now, and I kept putting it off. Found myself up early enough that I was like, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just stream. Let's just do the thing. Back with FGO then. How was FGO? I had a little lurk earlier on when I woke up and seen you were doing some Destiny. But if that went how Destiny usually goes for people, I can understand why you would end up back on FGO. I was glad to hear that. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. You gotta dip out, get some rest, get some water, use the bathroom or whatever, no worries. Do look after yourself first. Pool's still not that great, not getting what you want. That's always the way, isn't it? We never get what we want. Let's see, the two of you sink into the couch and start up your trusty old Megadrone. Are you ready? Let's go, Bonehead. Bonehead? Oh, now I'm definitely going to own you. The game begins and you speed away in a blue blur, a half step ahead of Mr. Yesterday. Take a few well-practiced jumps and are rewarded with pleasant metallic sounds as you collect all the rings in your path. Are they playing Sonic? They are, aren't they? Oops. Looks like I made that platform collapse before you could jump onto it. I'm still going to win because I've got more rings. You always look forward to Mr. Yesterday's visits. I'm going to have to make a Japanese email for it to get some quartz. That might be the way to go about it. After 400 years of living in solitude, it feels strange to have someone to talk to. It's definitely nice, but it still feels a little strange after being friendless for so long. Stranger still is the fact that he's immortal. But that's not going to stop you from beating him in Speedy Hedgehog 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see. I heard you got Zorgrath last night. So glad you did. He's one of the biggest arseholes in the city. Must head out, sleep for work, have a good stream, my dude. No worries at all, Dragon again. Thank you so much for the raid. And welcome in raiders. If you also need to dip out, get some rest, get a snack, use the bathroom, or just unwind, no worries at all. I appreciate the raid. Do look after yourselves. And thank you again. Funny thing is, I didn't even need to leave the house. I lured him here with a mortal girl. Very creative. You should get double points for that. Yeah, well, a kill's a kill. You should take more pride in your work. Why? It doesn't mean anything. I'm just doing this to earn my way into heaven. After that, I can finally stop killing. But you're so good at it. You're probably the best at what you do, and most assassins would kill to be as good as... Wait, that doesn't sound right. Job's a job. Do you enjoy what you do? I do. I help people. Just like how, in a way, you're helping people too. I guess so. Maybe you're right. Killing demons. That's what all the good guys in movies do. That's right. You'd be the good guy in a movie. But I still don't really enjoy the killing. Good guys probably shouldn't. Do you find it more difficult to do your job these days, though? Have your ethics changed? It's not that. It's still really easy for me. Really fucking easy. Like Revenge of the Ninja with the unlimited shuriken sheet turned on. When I need to, I go out there and I'd cut down demon after demon without blinking. It's because you don't have eyelids to blink with. You know what I mean, smartass. I'm so good at this, it's almost boring. But then again, I was literally created to do this. I just wish I was doing something else. Anyway, I'm sure I'll kill enough demons to satisfy the guy upstairs soon. Soon, huh? Tell me again, how long have you been doing this? 400 years, give or take a few decades. 400 years of killing demons and you're still not done? Michael's doing his best to make it happen, but it's hard to convince the boss upstairs. I've done a lot that I need to atone for. Is that what Michael said? It's the truth, and I have to come to terms with what I've done. You've done a lot of favors for him over 4 centuries, and it's still not enough? I did some really bad things back in the day. You don't atone for this stuff overnight. Do you trust Michael? I guess. Yeah, I guess I trust him. I mean, Michael is weird and he's a bit of a humorless dick, but I think he's trying to help me out here. If you're so hell-bent on making it to heaven, isn't there something else you can try to? You've got a lot of spare time in between Michael's requests. Maybe you can better spend this time doing other things to help your quest. Like what? I don't know. Go help out at an orphanage or something. That's the kind of thing that gets people into heaven, isn't it? Maybe, but I'm going to focus on Michael's quests. He is the most senior archangel in heaven, sitting just under the big boss. Michael controls the seraphim, the angels that guard the gates of heaven. If I can get into Michael's good books, he has the authority to open the gates for me. You're banking your entire hopes and dreams on this one chance. Me? I'd explore other possibilities, especially if I have the time to spare like you do. Like I said, I've killed a shit ton of demons for Michael already. I don't know what the number is, but at this point I've personally killed more than all the other angels. Pretty sure my time will come soon. Just have to have some faith. Turn your attention back to the game. You're about to finish this level and everything has been going your way. In fact, this might be a new personal fastest time for you. You glance at Mr. Yesterday's half of the screen and you can see him struggling hard to keep up. He has no idea you've almost won. kind of feel bad, considering letting him get a bit closer before you both finish the level together. Nope, do the best and win. There's no honor in throwing a match. You zoom to the end and finish with a personal best timing. Damn it, Gloom, I'm still only halfway through the level. Well, hurry up then. We're playing Speedy Hedgehog. This is a game about speed. Stinky arsehole. Been called worse. This round ends and you're the clear winner. Mr. Yesterday nudges you with his elbow. Come on, next round. Bring it. Ah, the video store. My little refuge from the ugly world outside. I always hear my classmates complaining about their part-time jobs and how they get in the way of their social lives. But after a long, stressful day at school, it's nice to come here and feel at ease. I love it. I love walking among the movies and being able to pick up a random box and read the blurb to some obscure movie, or just looking at the new release section and seeing some awesome new box art. Haters say that movies are contrived and they're factory made with predictable and convenient plot lines. They say it's boring because the hero always wins and good always overcomes evil. But I think I need that in my life. I need to know that if someone works hard enough, they can beat the odds and save the day. I need to know that there can be a happy ending. But a job is still a job. It's not all rainbows and lollipops. And when you work in retail, you've got to deal with customers. Like this one that just entered the store. Hi, welcome to Groovy Movies. How can I help you? He's just called annoying guy. I'm looking for a movie. Which movie is it? I don't know the name. It's an old movie. Shit sticks. These are the customers I hate the most. Can you tell me anything about it so I can help you find it? Do you know any of the actors in it? It's Michael something. Michael Bean, Michael Doogie, Michael Keats. I can't be expected to remember their full names. Anyway, I can tell you about the cover though. Great, that would be helpful. It's the Michael guy on the cover. Okay. He's a guy with a gun, and then there's this girl he has to save. Thanks for nothing, video store gods. I'm never going to guess this movie. Guy with a gun and a girl he has to save. James Bond with a naked pistol. And he said old movie. These don't really scream old to me. I'm not sure what this is meant to be. But that's half the movies in the store. Are there any other details you can remember? No, I think that should be specific enough for you to find it. You work here, you should know your product. Fucking kill me now. How should I deal with this customer? Ask him to look for it. Take down his phone number. Okay, tell you what, leave your contact number and I'll call you when I find it. It's a good idea. Gives his number, I write it down on a post-it. Can either stick it to the next to the phone where I can see it, or under the counter where I can't. It's next to the phone. We'll call you when we find the movie. The door lets a strong gust of wind that knocks the post-it note off the phone. Flutters to the ground and I stare at it while biting my lip. Should I do with it now? Fucking toss it. Since the store is empty, I have time to rearrange the new releases in the shelves up front. It's amazing how some customers can't seem to put movies back where they found them. Do these people have memories like goldfish? Is it really hard to put the movie back together with the other copies that have the same cover picture? Not that any of this matters, since once the apocalypse kicks in, I have to ignore the assholes, ignore the bullies. Just stay focused on not ending the world. It's another long night in the old house. Another long night of pacing around. The wind is quite strong tonight, and the windows rattle loudly. You'd feel cold except you're a wraith and don't feel anything. You don't feel cold, you don't feel heat, you don't feel pain. Well, not physical pain anyway. Another problem with being a wraith is that you never sleep. You just can't. So you're awake for 24 hours every day, 7 days a week, all 52 weeks of the year, and most of that time is spent in your lair. It messes with your head a little, so it's best to always keep yourself occupied. What do you want to do tonight? Brood. You float over to the window and look at the moon outside. When you spend so much time in the same place, you start to become very observant. You notice things nobody else would, and little details become significant events to you. Even simple objects develop a life of their own. Hey, what happened to you? You stop and look at a shard of glass on the floor that had broken off from the window. You've changed since you broke away from your friends. Your color is a bit different, a bit paler. Is it because you've fallen from the light? Or is it the anguish of separation? Cheer up, glass. You become stronger and more resilient than those you've left behind. You pick up the glass and place it on the window ledge near the window it came from. Here. You can show them how you've changed for the better in the past few years. A passing cloud blocks the moonlight for a moment. What is this? The rest of you won't accept the return of your fallen brother? You smash the window. Other shards of glass drop to the floor. Pathetic window. Try spending some time in the depths below and see how much of your precious morality you can retain. Oh! Hi, Gloom. Michael. An angel appears, landing dramatically with his wings spread wide before folding them behind his back. Every angel has something unique about them. Michael is special because he is the most annoying asshole in all of heaven. But you need his help, so you put up with him. How's my favorite wraith doing? Is this a good time for me to drop in? I hope I'm not interrupting any important discussions between you and your furniture. No, it's fine. So you took out Jorgrath like I asked. You hand him Jorgrath's horns. 2 incubus horns. Michael takes the horns and tosses them into a pouch. Great. That is a fantastic Gloom. I hope it was not too much trouble for you. No trouble at all? Great, great. I know I can always trust you to get the job done. Okay, I have another appointment to get to. There is a lot going on upstairs. He starts to spread his wings. Michael. What is it, Gloom? Am I done yet? Have I atoned enough to return? You have always hated Michael's laughter. Arrogant and shrill. It sounds like the laugh of a bad theater villain. Glare at him. Oh, come on. Don't get angry with me like that. I am sorry, bro, but it was just too funny not to laugh. You understand, right? So is it enough? No. I wish it were, but you're not quite there yet. I've been hunting your demons for over 400 years. I've killed more demons than any other being in existence. But you have also killed a lot of angels, have you not? And you want to enter heaven after that? Heaven, the most sacred place in existence? Sad to say, you've got a lot more penance to serve before we can open the gates for you. How many more then? Do you even know? Oh, of course. I have my seraphim keep track of these things, especially cases important as yours. How many then? Bro. I think it is not a good idea to go into specific numbers. You won't feel good about it. I'll feel awkward, and it will be unpleasant for everyone. Believe me, it is easier if we just keep doing this together and you trust me to do my part. 400 years of killing, Michael. 400 years. This is exploitation. You're just using me to do all your dirty work for you. Do not speak to me that way. How dare you blame me for your predicament? I did not force this onto you. You brought it on yourself when you made your bad choices all those centuries ago. In fact, I urged you not to do it. And if you were not going to listen to me, the least you could have done is listen to her. Your fists tighten at the mention of her. Look, what is done is done. Now you have to come to me for help, and I am helping you. For all his claims and teachings, the boss himself does not actually forgive all that easily. You should consider yourself lucky that you have given voices like mine and hers speaking up for you. These things take time. Michael steps to the side and adjusts the hair bun on his head. I have an idea. Pawns like Jorgrath are insignificant. They are annoying and we need them dead, but their deaths do not help the war effort much. And you know what the boss is like. We need to give him something really compelling before we can change his mind. What are you suggesting? Let us set you loose on a target of consequence. Someone big. What do you want me to kill? Ja Teoloth, the mistress of suffering? Yes. Her organization captures mortals and sells them to demons and other mortals as slaves. And food. Joe Teoloth is responsible for almost all of the human trafficking in this region. If you can kill this one, I can definitely go to the boss and plead a good case for you. Consider it done. She'll be dead by tomorrow night. I have always liked your confidence, Gloom. But be careful. Joe Teoloth commands a small army of plague demons as protection. I wouldn't want anything to happen to my favorite wraith. Throws his head back and laughs to himself. You imagine slicing his throat open with your spectral blade. I have to go. That is the problem with being an archangel. You're always needed somewhere. Decisions to make, plans to approve, people to meet. I envy your simple life down here. Do not take it for granted. Farewell, bro. Takes off and flies back to the heavens. You wait till he's definitely out of earshot. I'm not your bro. Left alone again, you slink back to the window and stare out into the street. The night is still young, but the neighborhood is quiet. Outside, a little boy walks past and looks at the house. His friends told him to never look in there. But they're also the same friends that said PlayStar was a better gaming console than the Dreamcatch. So they're not always right. He looks in and sees a strange glow inside one of the windows. He accidentally gazes into something he'll eventually describe to his therapist as the green eyes of death. What? The boy freaks out and runs all the way home without once looking back. He will have trouble sleeping tonight. And every night for the next few years. After my shifts at the video store, I always come into the back alley to see my best friend. Sonic. Where are you, boy? His little dog. Sonic appears from behind a dumpster when I call his name. Hey, there you are. Did you miss me? The little guy sits down and does that dopey thing where his tongue sticks out funny. I pat him. Crouch down and start ruffling up the fur on his head and neck just the way he likes it. His back dances up with delight, and before long his leg starts tapping uncontrollably on the ground. I scoop him into my arms and snuggle my fur kid. The little cutie excitedly jumps and paws at my backpack. Okay, you're hungry. Since he already knows what's in there, I reach into my bag and pull out a small sandwich for him. There you go. Enjoy your dinner, Sonic. Munch, 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 munch. You're such a little cusick, aren't you? I love your silly little ears. Okay, I'd better get going before... Did you hear about Sophie? That haughty cheerleader? Why, what happened to her? Holy shit, I'd recognize those voices anywhere. It's Brock and Chong, the two biggest douchebags in school. These two guys are the ones who are always giving me shit. Just kill me now. Should probably hide somewhere before they get here. Where should I hide, though? Dark doorway. There's a shadowy doorway to the side, so I duck into it and squeeze myself against the wall. A little rat-like creature scurries out after I disturb its hiding spot. I look over my shoulder and Sonic is still in the middle of the alley, happily eating his food. Psst, Sonic, come here. Nom nom nom. He's too preoccupied with his dinner to hear you. Come here, you greedy furball. It's too late. Brock and Chong are here. Sophie and this guy snuck off to that old house in Hartford Hills. The one at the top of the hill. The one and only. Oh, hell no. That place is hella haunted. It's like the gateway to hell. That's just a bunch of exaggerated hyperballs. Why do you always say stupid things like that? So what happened to Sophie and the guy? I don't know, something really bad. She escaped and made it home, but she's locked herself in a room. Apparently she keeps mumbling something about the green eyes of death. Green eyes of death? The fuck is the green eyes of death? I don't know. I'm not her goddamn shrink. But think about it. It's that ghost everyone talks about. I definitely have to visit that house in Hartford Hills. Do you want to know what happened to the guy Sophie was with? What happened to him? They found his body torn up and eviscerated. Shit. I hope he got laid first, at least. Is that really all you ever think about, bro? You need to get your priorities right. My mind goes nuts with the news about the ghost. I've been looking for it for years and finally know where to look. Tomorrow, I'll go check it out. Tomorrow night. Hey, check out that dog over there. What about it? Have you ever kicked... Don't you dare! No, because I'm not a sociopath like you. Fuck you, bro. I'm going to go kick that dog. Why? It's a stray. Nobody'll care. You've seriously got issues. I bet I can punt this dog further than you can. I am not going to be part of this. Starts walking over to Sonic. That asshole is really going to do it. Gotta do something. I grope around the ground for a weapon, but I don't find anything. What should I do now? Okay, I'm a save. I think if I keep hiding and do nothing, his you know, not that much of a huge dick friend is gonna step in. If he doesn't, I'm reloading. There's no way I can overpower both of them. I have to stay hidden and think of another way out of this. Maybe he's not even serious about hurting Sonic. I watch with dread as Chong walks closer and closer to Sonic. The silly dog hasn't even noticed the danger approaching him. He's gonna do it. Yeah, no. Not doing it. Yep, no, jump out and protect him. I'm not letting him kick the dog. I jump out from my hiding spot and put my body between Chong and Sonic. Back off. But it doesn't look like he's going to turn around. It's that weird girl from school. Well, looky here. Were you really trying to go on and kick a dog like a cliched asshole thing to do? You call me an asshole? Well, if the butt plug fits. Oh, I'm going to kick your ass now. Not in every day at school for the last couple of years. Bring it on. And just leave the dog alone, okay? And how exactly are you going to make us do that? Shit sticks. Didn't really plan that far ahead. How am I going to get Sonic out of this mess? Yeah, grab the dog and run for it. I quickly scoop Sonic into my arms and make a run for it. But my shoe slips on some discarded toy and I crash face first into Brock's chest. He leans in close to my ear and whispers creepily, "Can't run from this weird girl." The next thing I know, there's an explosion in my stomach and I can't breathe properly. So he's like, I'm not above. I won't kick a dog, but I will punch a girl in the chest for trying to stop my friend from kicking the dog. Let's see how smart you are when I knock your fucking teeth out. Give me a couple of black eyes as well, and I'll probably look a bit like your mom on date night. Oh, burn, you bitch. Knocks me to the ground with a punch across my cheek. Maybe mocking him isn't the best choice right now. Sonic barks at the two bullies, but they're not scared of him. You know, when we're nailing you in school, we can't do much. Too many people and teachers around. Oh, what are you doing? But we're not in school right now, are we? No teachers to stop us. Bro, you're beating a girl and now you're saying creepy things. I mean, is he really going to try and take the moral high ground after kicking a dog? And she's not even drunk. This isn't cool at all. Yeah, you're about to kick a dog. How is that any better? Yeah, fucking pot meet the kettle. But it was a boy dog. You're hitting a girl. Bitches want equality, don't they? Anyway, I think it's carpet time, weird girl. You're going to eat her out in this alley? It's Latin for seize the day, dumbass. Carpet time? Oh my god, the phrase is carpe diem. Stop using words you obviously don't understand, you fucking pretentious Punch to my mouth stops me from completing my sentence. I feel that familiar wetness and taste of blood in my mouth. Understand me now? He slaps my mouth with the back of his hand. I guess I'm better with my hands than my mouth, huh? That's what your mom said. Brock quickly raises his fist with a new voice, but a new voice with a strange accent catches his attention. Shadowy figure. Hey, Nickel Turney? Nickel Turney? Who said that? Suddenly, the alley becomes unnaturally dark. Sonic starts barking in panic. It's time to even odds, yes? What the fuck's going on? My arm. Something slashed him. When the lights come back on, Brock and Chong have big cuts down their arms. What happened? I don't know. Let's get out of here. Just run, you fat fuck. The two of them make their quick escape while Sonic loudly barks after them. I get up and look around the alley for signs of the stranger, but I don't see anything unusual. Whoever my guardian angel was, she's gone. Thank you. You might find this surprising, but it's not the first time something weird like this has happened. Every now and then, when I'm getting the shit kicked out of me, a mysterious person steps in to help. I never figure out who or what it is, but I honestly don't mind having a guardian angel around. Especially since life enjoys kicking the shit out of me. Okay, boy. They didn't hurt me too badly. What about you? Are you alright? Alright, you go finish your food. Those guys won't be back tonight. I need to get home and wash this blood off. From up here, you have the perfect view of the city around you. But you're not interested in the city. You're only interested in one particular person working in a corner office in the next building. Jo Tailworth, I see you. Entering her office wouldn't be a problem. You can just float over. It's just a matter of timing and waiting for her to be done with seemingly endless meetings. Waiting. Waiting is difficult when you're so close to your goal. So close to going back to heaven. So close to seeing her again. They will never let you return, you know. At this rate, I think they've got a better chance. I've got a better chance of being invited back than you do. You recognize the voice and smirk to yourself. Large shadows start to gather on the ground next to you before growing into a petite figure. You glance over and see Lucia emerge from the shadow. Don't let the big eyes and bright smile deceive you. She's one of the oldest beings in existence. It's a miracle she's still so bright and cheerful. Hi, sunshine. Luce. It's been a while. You look like death, Gloom. Not in a good way. You're like one of those yoga instructors that won't go away even though they've passed their use-by date. And you look the same. Still as cheery as ever. I've switched to chai lattes. They give me a nice buzz. Want to try some? I'll pass. Lucia follows your eyes and looks at the next building. Let me guess, you're hunting Jo Tailworth. Sorry, but job's a job. I've no problems with you killing her. She gives demons a bad name. But go easy on her plague demons, okay? They're pretty much just her slaves too. I'll try to spare them. Lucia shifts over and nudges your elbow. How's your project coming along? It's frustrating. Every time I think I'm getting somewhere, Michael tells me that we're not. I really can't tell if I'm being exploited or if it's just an impossible quest. So quit. Give up the stupid quest to go back to heaven. I've been watching you for a long time. Come on. It's not going to happen. Michael and his boss will never let you return. I have to try. You have tried, and after 400 years, it's just not worth it. You know what we should do instead? We can go to an abortion clinic, and we'll fuck around with the protesters outside. It's totally the kind of stuff you used to make me do. How is it that you still enjoy these pranks, even after so long? Some things just don't lose their luster, even after centuries. Like sitting on a rooftop, hanging out, talking shit. She gestures to the rooftop's edge. You know, things have changed. I'm not asking you to fight for me. Then why? What would you get out of it? Gloom, I just want my best friend back. Think about the times you and Lucia fought side by side. Your fighting styles, your ideologies, your temperaments. You will not find two warriors that complemented each other as perfectly as you did. And don't let her appearance fool you. Lucia is still the fiercest warrior you know. Remember that demon on the Aflakian Sea? Michael ordered us to storm that place with a frontal assault. A decision like that can only be made by someone near the front lines. Or nowhere near the front lines. So we told the others to delay the assault, and the two of us snuck in from behind and killed their leader. You knew that they would surrender once their leader fell. By the time Michael arrived at the main force, we were waiting with them with the front door open. The look on his face was priceless. Good times. The two of you laugh at the memory. We could be like that again. Maybe. You never know, right? Exactly. Come with me. What do you mean? You can ask the big guy for forgiveness too, and we can return to heaven together. There will be penance involved, but the two of us can serve it together. Are you shitting me? You were always his favorite. That's why Michael has always been jealous of you. Michael is jealous of anyone with a brain, a heart, or a pair of shiny red shoes. Just ask for forgiveness and let's go home together. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why are you so desperate to go back to heaven? What are you looking for up there? Is it her? You look away, unable to meet Lucia's gaze. Come on, Gloom. Muriel loves you, but she's never really understood you. At least, not in the way we understand each other. As in, we're warriors, you know. We get things done. By any means necessary. Lucia steps towards the edge of the roof and takes a sip from her chai latte. It's not her. I think I belong up there. My old life felt right. Really, I felt that neither of us ever fit in up there. Maybe you're remembering it wrong. Well, it can't be worse than what I've got now. I live among mortals. Most of them fear me. The angels hate me. And the only one who talks to me regularly does so because he's making me do things for him. What about us? We never shunned you. No, you didn't. But I never really felt like I really belonged with your faction either. Complain. You're such a Dante. She takes another sip and then looks up at the stars. Do you regret taking my side during the Great Fallout? No, I don't. It was the right thing to do. They were wrong to give mortals intelligence and then take away their free will. I didn't ask if it was the right thing to do. I asked if you regret supporting me. No. Partners don't abandon each other. And I've never abandoned you either. Not even after you turned against us and started hunting down your old friends. You don't even have a response, because she's right. Lucia has every reason to turn on you after you started hunting demons for Michael. But she has never stopped being there for you. Okay, that was a bit harsh, but you kind of deserve that. What I'm trying to say is you're still my friend even if you don't consider me yours. We'll always be friends, Liz. She takes a long sip of her chai latte. You sure you don't want to give up this pointless quest? Hang out. Sorry, I have to do this. Heckle him. What are you going to do once you're done with the quest? Go back to heaven? Stop killing things? And then what? Do you have a goal in mind? Will going back automatically make you happy? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get to it. I think you should figure that out first, before you waste another 400 years. In the meantime, stop with the dead-end routine of being Michael's bitch. I'm not as... When you're ready to be who you were again, I'll be here for you. I believe in you, Gloom. Always have. Always will. Go kill whoever you need to kill, but please remember, you need to figure out what's exactly missing in your life. Be certain of what you really want. I'm missing heaven, that's all. If you really think so, I'll see you around. You know how to find me if you need me. She disappears into the shadows, leaving you alone on the roof. Your spectral blade explodes out of your fist. Time to go to work. There she is, alone at last. She looks so proud and arrogant in her glass tower. This monstrosity built on a foundation of suffering. How many souls did it cost to build this? I can sense you there, you know. You may as well show yourself now. Green smoke pours in through the cracks of the walls and amasses in the middle of the room. Your physical form emerges from the smoke. Jo Teolith, your time has come. Gloom. I was wondering when my name would finally show up on that death list of yours. Truth be told, I'm more than a little offended Michael didn't send you after me sooner. Your feelings aren't very high on anyone's list of priorities. Oh, you're turning me on with all that nastiness. Okay, that was a weird thing to say. Did you know that while almost every demon fears seeing you, I've been looking forward to it? Do you seek death? Oh no, I'll be living for a lot longer. But I seek you to find one. As you know, I thrive on pain and suffering. I thought I was the leading cause of pain in this region, but it seems you are. Jotil's depravity is well known, but you've never encountered it up close. I kill. I don't torture. I don't intentionally make people suffer. Doesn't matter. We're both in the same business. So we should be partners. Partners in crime. And partners in bad. This night isn't really turning out the way you were expecting it to. I'm not even of any use to you sexually. I can see that your physical form lacks many parts that I'm used to, but I'm a creative woman. I can always find a way to get it done. Besides, I've had sex with politicians before. Trust me, no dick is better than a small dick. With a small dick, you're obliged to try to reach it. Jotil puckers her lips and stretches them out until she looks like a Rhodian from Star Battles. And then you'll end up with strained lips or dislocated hips. Jesus Christ. Trust me, both options are not fun. But I don't have to worry about that with you, do I? If you had testicles, they would be shrinking now. You're not really my type. I know I'm not as beautiful as your Muriel was, but I can assure you that I'm confident, uninhibited, and very, very hungry. Your hypothetical testicles just retracted themselves all the way into your throat. You hit her with your hate blast and send her stumbling back. Okay, just stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop. I haven't been this grossed out since the dinner scene in Temple of Monkey Brains. You don't know what I can do. 1, you're a horrible person. And 2, you've probably got a shitload of diseases inside that sick body of yours. I don't want to live with a rash for eternity. Resist all you want. I always get what I want. She turns around and calls for her guards. Plague demons burst into the room and scramble to protect their mistress from you. Take him and hold him down. The plague demons shake their heads in disgust at each other before responding to their mistress. As you wish. Plague demons stretch out their claws and cautiously approach you. How do you deal with the plague demons? Threaten them. Remember your promise to Lucia and give the demons a chance to back down. You all know who I am. You know exactly how this will end if you try to fight me. You point at Jotil. I only want her. I knew I could change your mind. Not in that way, you sick skank. I'm just here to kill her, so I'll let the rest of you live if you walk away right now. We cannot. She holds our families hostage. We must obey. The plague demons are prepared to attack. Combat is inevitable, but you can knock them out the window instead of killing them. Plague demons can't fly, but their small wings will help them glide safely to the ground. Though it might be safer just to kill them. I'll just knock them out the window with a hate blast. You channel your anger through your arm and blast the demons with sheer hatred. The blast sends them flying through the window. You hear them curse you as they glide down with their puny wings. You lunge at Jotil and grab her. She struggles under your grasp for a moment, then you feel her body slacken. It's just you and me now, Jotil. No guards, no leverage, no power. Are you still in the mood? Please, Gloom, I was just joking. I didn't find it funny. Did you really think you were funny? What are you going to do to me? I'm just going to cut your head off and then go take a shower. Wait, just wait a minute. I can offer you something else. I'm not really in the mood for more propositions. No, something that will benefit your quest. Okay. Talk. You're hunting demons for Michael, right? Yes, why? All of my slaves have been fixed with a bioweapon in their necks. When detonated, it results in instant death. I use it to ensure their obedience. Sounds like the running guy. How does this benefit me? If you spare me, I will detonate all of them in return. Thousands of demons dead in just one night. Surely Michael and his boss will smile upon this. You can do this from your office. I have a control device in my pocket. Just let me go, and I can go to it immediately. It's a tempting bargain, but Michael also wants you dead. No, Michael wants my horns. Take my horns, spare my life. I'll disappear. Nobody will ever hear from me again. Consider her offer. Thousands of dead demons would be a great bargaining chip, even if they were just lesser demons. We propose another option, O powerful one. More plague demons appear. We propose justice. Take her horns. Leave her to us. We will ensure she pays for her sins. What about your families? I thought she holds them captive. Once we take the control device, she no longer has power over us. Kill her, spare her, take her horn and leave her to the demons. No, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna keep it simple. What does that mean? You run your blade through her spine. You ruined my blouse. You pull your blade out quickly and let her body fall to the ground. You also make a mental note to scrub your hands with soap. And what of us? I'm not here for you tonight, so I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone. We disappear then. After the demons leave, you cut off Jotiola's horns and pocket your trophies. With all the demons gone, you're now alone in the office. You look out the window and wonder if maybe you should move your lair to a place like this. Nah, too open. Too much sunlight. You turn into green smoke and float out of the office. It's the middle of the night, and while most people are fast asleep, I'm staring at the ceiling. For the third night in a row, Todd and Danielle are arguing on the other side of the wall. I used to think that my parents fought all the time because I'm such a messed up kid, because of all the weird things that happen around me, but I know that they've got their own problems. I make things more difficult, but they've been fighting long before I entered the picture. Is this something a lot of kids have to deal with? I hope not. I'm not going to be able to sleep so soon, so it's a waste of time to just lie here. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, listen to music. Listen to Bjork. Pick up her Meal album, put it into the player. What's this? Hidden under my copy of Meal is my class photo from last year. 30 kids in my class, and not a single one of them that can be considered a friend. I consider myself a big loser if I actually cared. As I hop back onto my bed, I notice a nice sky outside. Let's see, what can I do? I look out the window. Walk over to my window and look outside. I look at the big moon first, but then my eyes gravitate towards the windows of the other apartments. You think that it's weird, but I really like looking at windows, especially at night. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a perv or anything. It's just that every window represents a different person, you know, a different life. Makes me feel small, but at the same time it makes me feel like I'm not alone either. There are so many lit windows out there tonight. I wonder how many of these windows is a kid like me who can't sleep because their parents are arguing. I wonder if they're as scared as me. What about the other windows, the ones with the lights off? Are those kids in happier families, fast asleep because they have a big exciting day tomorrow? Are they happy? I think about the other students at school who were always smiling and laughing, and those families on TV where fights never last longer than half an episode. I imagine what it would be like to not have to worry every moment of your life. How did they end up that way? Did I make different choices from them? What kind of choices could a girl my age could change things so much? But if our lives aren't a result of our conscious choices, and there are kids in those windows who are leading really different and happy lives, then fate is a cruel lottery and we don't have any control over which window we end up in. That's just too depressing a thought. It's just another night at the house, waiting for Michael to show up. Another night of trying to will time to pass faster. It's just a bit harder tonight because you're certain that the defeat of Joe Teoth is enough to earn your way back. If only Michael would show up sooner. Stop looking at the sky. He never shows up unless you're busy doing something else. Should do something that he can rudely interrupt. Your attention is drawn to a door swaying in the wind. A strong gust of wind causes the door to slam shut. However, it slowly starts to swing out again. Stop it. Stop being so weak. If you want to be closed, stay closed. If you prefer to stay open, don't let that wind push you around. You slam the door shut. Of course it didn't stay shut for long. Come on, door, you need to stand up for yourself. Don't allow yourself to be caught in this endless cycle of opening and closing and opening and closing. You have to find some way out of it. If you're not even willing to try, then I'm not staying around to help you. You move away from the door and look around the house for another way to pass the time. What do you want to do tonight? Let's just watch TV. As you think about what you want to do, you suddenly realize how futile this is. Every night is the same. Different games, different movies, but it's actually the same. Just the same series of pointless choices that don't actually change anything. I'm just so tired of this routine. So tired. You start knocking your head against the wall in frustration. Start knocking your head against the wall in frustration. Oh, Muriel, I'm really trying. But it never seems enough. And I just end up back in the same place. This is how Will Murray must have felt. The door sways in the wind again. I might not be able to fix my life, but I can at least put you out of your misery, door. You rip the door off its hinges with your hate blast and smash it into the ground. What led to this? So many choices I've made in the last few centuries. But really, there was only one that mattered. That one wrong choice during the Great Fallout. One wrong, irreversible choice. Though you don't need to breathe anymore, you sigh out of habit. No, this quest has to work, no matter what it takes. A blinding light fills the house. Oh, Gloom. Michael makes his overly theatrical entrance. You know what I like about you? When you say you're going to do something, you do it. I do not even trust most of my seraphim, but I trust you. You're something truly special. And that is why we need to get you back into heaven. Yes, that's why I'm doing all this. Do you have Jotiol's horns? Pass him the horns. Thank you. Thank you. These are going to be put to good use. Why do you need all these horns? Just for our war records. Holds one of Joe Teal's horns up to his eyes. We wanted to have this wretched woman dead for a long time, and now she is finally dead, thanks to you. So is my penance completed? Will you open the gates for me? You know everyone else calls you a traitor. I've been called worse. But I still believe in you. And because I like you, I will be honest with you. What is it? I spoke to the big boss about your quest and told him about all that you've done. He did not seem impressed. Not even when I told him about Joe Teal's death. Christ, you told me that Joe Teal's death would be enough to change his mind. I did not promise anything. But listen, I spoke to him further and reminded him of his own teachings about forgiveness. And he is almost ready to let you back in. But we just need you to kill one last demon. One more and you can return. Really? Just one more? Michael throws his head back and lets out his shrill, condescending laugh. Come on, Gloom. Angels do not lie. They don't always tell the truth either. But you have a point. So I will let that one go. Tell me about the last mark. You will soon be visited by a demon marked by fire and ice. This is the last monster you have to kill. What does fire and ice mean? I don't know. Is it a metaphorical thing? Is this a physical description? That is all Gabriel told me. You and I know that he is the Archangel of Truth. Gabriel rarely imparts anything useful. So I kill this last one, and I've completed my penance. Once again, yes, you can return to heaven after this. But be careful, this last one will be the hardest. And Gabriel says you will meet this demon soon, so be prepared. You can just focus on your own preparations to bring me back. I'll kill it like I killed everything else. Kill it quickly, Angel of Death, and I will bring you back myself. I know you will, because you're you. When the job is done, meet me at the reservoir and let's bring you home. Michael launches himself into the air and disappears into heaven. Your eyes light up at the thought that you will be following him the next time he does that. One more demon, Muriel. So it shall be done. The world is burning. The sky is covered with clouds of flame and the air is so hot it sears my nose and lungs. I'm running through the streets of this apocalyptic landscape and I have no idea where I'm going. The road ahead seems to be clear, but I don't know where it leads. To my right, I hear screams from under a fallen tree. I can't be sure, but it sounds human. What should I do? Yes, let's check out the tree. Yeah, I need something for a lever. Before I can find anything, a large fireball falls from the sky and hits the tree. The explosion knocks me back, showering me with ash and bits of wood. Too late. Fallen tree has been instantly immolated. Nobody could have survived that. I have to keep going. I start running down the road. As I run down the road, I start noticing more and more dead bodies on the street. Holy shit, it's like hell on earth. Like Doom 2 is coming true. Another falling fireball hits the ground in front of me and explodes with a fiery force on impact. What is going on? When the smoke clears, I see a new dead body where the fireball hit the ground. I can't tell if this body was already dead or died on impact, but it's definitely dead now. A dead body. With wings. Angels? Is this the apocalypse? Is the world doomed? More screams coming from behind me. I turn around and see a man being chased by demonic creatures. They pounce on him and tear him apart with their claws. I turn back to run away, but now the road is blocked by another group of demons eating a woman. People are being tormented and eaten by demons everywhere. It's all just chaos. Take a step back, just as a group of demons appears right in front of you. Hello, Winona. We wanted to say thank you. For what? Why? I look down at my hands and notice they're burning with hellfire. But I don't feel any pain at all. Then I realize the truth. Yes, you caused this. I am the Doombringer. Yep. No. Nope. I'm in my room. I scramble to look out the window for signs of the apocalypse. Normal night sky. Normal windows. I look at my hands. No hellfire. I'm okay. It's just a nightmare. I slowly regulate my breathing. Just a nightmare. But the only thing is, I've been having the same nightmare every night for at least 10 years now. Same burning sky, the same screams, the same feeling that it is all my fault. But I'm not evil. No, that's not true. In my heart, I know that's not true. I remember every nasty thought I've ever had about wishing harm on other people. And these aren't the typical nasty thoughts like, oh, I hope you stab and shit or something. In my head, I'm like burning these people. I'm setting them on fire just by being so fucking angry at them. And at the time, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm ashamed of these thoughts, but they're always there. This darkness that's inside me. My fingers start to tremble. A panic attack is creeping in. Okay, remember what Dr. Robin said. Deep breathing. Control my breathing by taking slow and deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, next step, find a focus object. I look around my bedroom to find something to focus on. Focus on the toys. I know it's childish, but I like to keep some of my old toys around. Johnny Bear's dripping off the shelf again. Breathe in. Lucy Bug's red is almost the same color as my bed sheets. Breathe out. Super Cat's fur is the softest. Breathe in. Lucy Bug and Super Cat, my two best friends. You know, I don't remember a time when I didn't have them. Guardians, rooms, cities, those all change. But Lucy Bug and Super Cat, always there. Whenever it was time to move, I would always squeeze them into my backpack. I don't mind losing anything else, but they had to be close to me. Come to think of it, I don't even know how they got their names. It's just always how I've known them. Thanks for always being there, guys. What should I focus on? Hospital bracelets. Next to my PC is my collection of hospital ID bracelets. Let's see, I've got a pink one. Breathe in. It's the closest to the heart monitor, so it always shines the brightest. Breathe out. The orange one has the most scuff marks. Breathe in. I've been a frequent visitor at a few mental health institutes. There were a few accidents where I hurt myself and had to be kept for observation. Each time I was there, I'd get a new ID bracelet. I keep my favorite colors pinned to the wall. I remember the blue one. That was when I met Dr. Robin. Of all the doctors that have come and gone, he was the nicest. The others always treated me like a kid and talked down to me. He was the only one that wanted to understand me. I wish he was still around. At least I have that snowman charm on my backpack to remind me of him. What should I focus on? Let's go to the backpack then. See that pink bag under my desk? Everything in this world is flawed except for this backpack. The zipper is a little chipped but never sticks. Breathe in. The body has firmness yet soft enough that the straps don't hurt my shoulders. Breathe out. Pink is bright even when it's dark. Breathe in. I can put everything I need every day into this bag. It's the perfect size and shape. This bag is perfect. And clipped to the front pocket zipper is a little charm shaped like a snowman with a top hat. I love that little guy. It was a gift from Dr. Robin. Makes me feel like he's still around, looking out for me. Now that my panic attack is past, I slide off my bed and walk over to the window. These nightmares seem to be getting more and more vivid. Call me crazy all you want, but I know this nightmare is a sign of what's to come. People don't dream the same thing every night unless there is something really wrong with them. The world is doomed, and I'm the catalyst. Deep breathe. Now you know why. I know what I am. What I will cause. Now you know what I have to do, because I can't let this happen. When I was younger, I thought that maybe I could change the future if I became a good enough person. I was so naive then. I tried to do so much good as I could, but the nightmares never went away. I know now that you don't have to be evil to hurt the world. Like I've been seeing so many people do things with the best intentions, but they still end up hurting people. For regular people, these mistakes are minor. You can shrug it off and come to an understanding. But that doesn't work for your future mistake if is dooming the world. You can't shrug that shit off. You have to pump up the volume for cases like me. But I figured out how to do it. How I can save the world, and it's simple logic. If I'm not around to doom the world, then there's no doom. The logic is simple, but actually pulling it off is hard. I've methodically tried to kill myself in many different ways, but something always goes wrong. And that's why I have to find this ghost. I glance at my clock. Shit sticks. 6 a.m. already. It's almost time to wake up and get ready for a double shift at work, but I feel like I've hardly had any sleep. If only I can just die from exhaustion. Between school, my job, and these fucking nightmares, it'd be a quick and easy death. If only. I rub my eyes. It always feels like I've got sand in them when I wake up too early. Tonight, I'll find the Hartford Hills house. Tonight after work. Then after that, no more nightmares, no more anything. Mr. Yesterday's studio is set up to be comfortable, as he needs his clients to be relaxed in order to do his work well. There's the clock from Beauty and the Beast. That's a neat little Easter egg. So he's equipped with a comfortable dentist chair that you're now relaxing on, some aromatherapy diffusers, dim lighting, even an assortment of muscle relaxants if someone needs them. He normally puts on cheesy New Age spa music for his clients, but tonight you're listening to Jeff Buckley. It would be a very relaxing place to hang out, except for one thing. The incessant ticking of his collection of clocks. You hate that sound. It irritates you to no end. But he really loves his clock collection. Tribute to the time spirits, he says. Anyway, it's not like you've visited very often before, and tonight might be the last time. So you're finally going back to heaven? Michael said the boss agreed to let me back in after this one last kill. Who is the unlucky demon? Anybody I know? Not sure. I am told to await a demon marked by, get this, Fire and Ice. Sounds like the name of a shit black metal song. I think it's a book too. And you don't have any other clues or leads? Gabriel didn't see anything else in his vision. Gabriel's a hack. Mr. Yesterday has philosophical differences with the Archangel of Truth when it comes to foresight. If you really want to predict the future, the best thing you can do is study the past and find trends. Gazing into a crystal ball or reading tea leaves will help us about as much as staring into my arse. Oh, man's asshole can tell the future. It's not the first time I've been sent out with shit information. But this should be the last. So, what are you going to do once you're done with all the killing? You're the second person to ask me that recently. So what are you going to do? Nothing. Can't a guy just chill and do nothing for a while? Other than hunting demons, that's literally what you've done for the past 400 years. You didn't need to kill half the demon population to do what you're already doing. But I'll be in heaven. Just for a moment, pretend I'm not an angel and I'm just a regular mortal guy that's never seen heaven. What's up there that's so special? It's a quiet place. Peaceful. Your deserted house is about as quiet as it gets. I'll be accepted by the angels again. And why is that such a win? What I know about the angels is that there's a pretentious arsehole who spouts crap, pretends he has visions, and another one who uses people the way my sister used her ex to drive her around all the time. They don't sound like people you'd want to have a beer with. Well, she's up there too. So you've done all this shit for a girl. It's Hudson time for you. Come on, don't say it like that. You make me sound like Ducky from Pretty in Purple. I did it for love. That's a load of shite there. It's true. Love, huh? Yeah, love. Well, I've never been in love so much that I'd spend 400 years killing demons to get with someone. You've never met Muriel. She's perfect and beautiful. You know what my ex-wife used to tell me? Even the prettiest girl in the world takes smelly shits. Angels don't shit. Well, my ex-wife did, and it fucking reeked. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's no joke. The dogs in the neighborhood start howling when she's in the door. Okay, I get the picture. So humor me. What do you miss about Muriel so much that you do all this for her? You know, well. I can't explain it. It's just a feeling. Try harder. If you can't explain it, then you don't really know. Okay, then it's her smile. And the feeling when I hug her. Now you're just paraphrasing Janet Jackson lyrics. Come on. She makes me feel good about myself, okay? Know what I mean? Yeah, I think I do. You're pegging your own self-worth on someone's opinion of you. Mate, I thought you were the most bad-arsed apex predator to end all apex predators. But now you're more like a kitten with a big machine gun. Hardy har har, you're a fucking asshole. This is why you always lose at video games, it's karma. And I don't need visions of the future to tell you that you'll always lose at life. Because you still don't know what you want. So if I don't ever see you again after tonight, please listen to me as your friend. You've got to figure your shit out, or you'll never be happy. You've no response to that. And you know what? Forget that. You do what you have to. I just want to say that I'll miss our gaming sessions. Me too. But we'll still hang out. It's not like I can't visit the mortal realm once I re-enter heaven. Let's not kid ourselves, Gloom. I may not have lived as long as you, but I've been through high school, university, and a few amicable breakups. People always say they'll keep in touch. But things change, priorities change, friends change. And I thought I was supposed to be the gloomy one. Nothing for you to be gloomy about anymore. You're gonna be up there where it's always sunny and your new friends fart rainbows. I'm just gonna have to find someone new to play games with. But I'm happy for you. Really am. Thanks, Yeti. I'm miss you too. Two of you lean back in your chairs and stare at the ceiling as Jeff Buckles sings Last Goodbye. It's been a quiet night at the video store, and I'm doing closing shit to myself. There haven't been many customers tonight, which is something I normally enjoy, but not tonight. Without any real work to do, I keep thinking about the ghost in the Hartford Hills house non-stop. I'm trying to distract myself by arranging the new releases, but it isn't working very well. I can't help it. I haven't been this excited about anything for a really long time. This could be the answer to all my problems, and I can get to it as soon as I can close up the store. But there's a problem. I can't close up while this last customer is still here browsing the old movies at the back of the store. It's another 10 minutes before closing, but she doesn't look like she's in any hurry to get her movie and go. Even though I know exactly what the time is, I still glance impatiently at my watch. I wanted to close up earlier tonight so I can catch the last bus to Hartford Hills, but at this rate, I'm probably going to have to walk there. And it involves walking through a really bad part of town that I'd rather not visit at this time of night. I need to do something to speed things up. Luckily, all of us that work here put together a playbook of tricks to deal with closing time stragglers. Yeah, switch the TV off. First thing we usually do is switch off the TV. TV is such a constant source of white noise in a video store that everyone notices the moment it gets switched off. I reach for the remote and switch it off. She's still here. I have to escalate my response. Switch off the front lights. No change in her sense of urgency. This lady needs more pushing. Well, I go talk to the customer. I'm just gonna go and talk to her. Can I help you with anything? Just looking for a movie. Do you know which movie? A good action movie for your brother. Okay, you want it for her birthday. It's really nice for her to care about her brother like that, but I also have a bus to catch. As much as you'd like to give her more time, this is the one time in your life you have an important bus to catch. The system shuts down at 11 PM and I can't process any rentals after that. There are actually workarounds, but it's tedious and I don't feel like doing it tonight. It's just I really don't like the action movies and I don't know which are the good ones. Copy of Psychotic Mood Swings. Directed by the guy who did The World of Offline Gaming, right? She couldn't have picked a worse movie. While World of Offline Gaming was good in parts, Psychotic Mood Swings was terrible throughout. It was bad, and the incoherent action did little to redeem it. It's more like a student film. A very shitty student film. Yeah. She can take the shit film. There you go. I hope you and your brother enjoy the movie. Okay, great. Time to close up and rush for my bus. Hartford Hills, here I come. A demon marked by fire and ice. How are you supposed to find such a demon? Without any better leads, you head up to your favorite rooftop. Being on the rooftops always gives you a clear sense of the city. You see more, hear more, and even smell more. The smell that usually leads you to your prey. But tonight, you don't detect anything that would lead you to this new mark. Come on, Gabriel. You've really got to pay more attention during your visions and give me more to work with. You focus all of your senses and try to detect any new and unusual demonic activity. But nothing. When in doubt, go to the ground and ask around. The dark underbelly of the city. Place where the demons like to prey on the homeless. It's a good place to start asking questions. Gloom, why are you here? The demon's already scared shitless, but you fire up your spectral blade because you like the theatrics. A demon marked by fire and ice. Tell me about it. I know nothing. Spare me. You question the demon with some creative maneuvering of your blade, but it doesn't reveal anything useful. You can live. I disappear before I change my mind. Spend the next 2 hours intimidating and questioning other demons, but still don't come up with any answers. Without any further leads, you decide to head back to your lair. Managed to catch the last bus after all. Would have been a long walk if I missed it, but instead, I'm riding the bus with a seat all to myself. It's even a clean seat. You have to celebrate the little wins. Might as well listen to some tunes. I pull out my Discman from my bag and enjoy some massive assault until I realize the songs are not in order. Damn shuffle mode. Discman took a bad fall recently and now it's permanently stuck on shuffle mode. Shuffle mode will be the downfall of music. Don't believe me? Songs and albums are carefully arranged by musicians to tell the musical narrative they want to tell. Like Knockout Rockstar is arranged in a 3-act structure that tells a bigger story if you listen to it in order. It's the ideal way to listen to music albums. It's been this way from vinyl to cassettes, but now CDs give you the option to shuffle the tracks and it really messes with the flow. Songs that are supposed to lead in another song, like half the songs in the downward swirl, are being cut off abruptly. And somber ender songs like Something in the Bay can appear awkwardly in the middle of your listening session. Shuffle mode killed the album format. Get a grip, Winona. Why are you complaining about your glitchy Discman when there are more important things to think about? Like, what am I going to do if I find the ghost? What will I say? Will I even be able to communicate with it? Well, there's only one way to find out. You lean back into the seat and relax for the rest of the bus ride. Looking out the window, you imagine a ghost following alongside your bus, jumping from street lamp to street lamp. Since you got back home from interrogating demons, you've been passing your time by talking to the things in your lair. You've just finished talking to a hand towel, and now you're worried about the condition of an empty glass bottle. Hey bottle, you're looking pretty drained tonight. Are you feeling hollow too? I'm feeling the same way. No, I'm not joking about our bodies, I'm seriously feeling empty. Redemption is so close, but the closer I am to the end of my quest, the more unbearable the weight becomes. Hello? You spring instantly into action. What, who is that? Can it be? Is the demon of fire and ice here? You quickly fade into the shadows. You reappear downstairs behind the intruder who is stumbling around in the dark. Is anyone here? Strangely, your senses do not detect any corruption in her. She smells like a pure human. A human girl? I have to make sure this is the demon. The girl starts to explore the house, and you stalk closely behind. She stops at the room with a missing door, allowing you to get within range for a kill strike. Are you ready? Wait. You wait and watch the girl as she looks into one of the rooms. A beam of moonlight hits her hair, revealing it as a fiery red. Red hair. That counts as fire. Are you ready? Nope. Starts to walk up the stairs to the upper floors. You notice a small object on her back. Snowman charm. That's close enough to ice for me. Are you ready? You ready your spectral blade? And lunge at her head. The girl turns around at the last moment and looks you straight in the eyes with a smile on her face. Her expression has not the slightest hint of terror. It's as if she welcomes death. You stop your spectral blade just before it cuts her. She is confused by your inaction and holds up her palms in a what the hell manner. Come on, do it. You back away a little from the strange mortal. Come on, kill me. I'm here. Who are you and why are you here? I'm here to die. You dispel your spectral blade and back away a little bit more. I'm not a suicide tool, but I came all the way here to find you. What are you, some thrill-seeking ghost hunter? Nope. I look like some over-caffeinated idiot. Then why are you looking for me? Because I want to die. Why? Do you normally ask so many questions before you kill someone? Are you planning to write my obituary too? It would be nice if everyone in the world asked more questions before they killed someone. Wow. Considerate and thoughtful killer ghost. Can you please just kill me now? I'm not even going to consider killing you before you tell me why. The girl takes a deep breath. I can't sleep because I have terrible nightmares every night. My foster parents fight non-stop. I get beaten in school. I don't have any friends. My life is the same few depressing songs on repeat. It would be better for everybody if I just die. Reason with her. Kid, that's just life. Everyone gets shit on sometime, but it ain't worth dying over. It's not worth living over, either. That's still not exactly a great reason for you to die. Death is quite final, you know. It says the floating ghost with a skull face. How dead are you exactly? Well, I'm not dead because I never died. Then why do you look like a ghost? I'm bitter and old. Why do you look like a zombie? I don't sleep. You should try sleeping then. Great advice. You should try being less bitter and old. You realize that while you've kept your reflexes and combat skills sharp, mostly talking to furniture for 400 years has dulled your ability to argue with someone that can talk back. You need a good reason to kill me? Well, I'm the goddamn Doombringer. Doombringer? Is there any golden hammer game? What? No, I don't even know what that is. The Doombringer is just, no, it's just something I made up to remind myself I can't give up. Can't give up what? I can't give up my quest to kill myself. Because I'm the Doombringer, I will bring doom to the world. Like the Y2K bug that was supposed to end the world this year? No, like I will legitimately burn the world down. Okay, why are you so sure? Why do you think you're going to doom the world? Did you see a fortune teller mess around with a Ouija board? I have this nightmare every night. I see the end of days so vividly. Demons eating people, dead angels falling from burning skies, and I wake up knowing that I'm the one responsible. Dreams of cataclysm, the end of the world, are very common. Every night, every single night since I was born, I haven't had a good night's sleep in my entire life. So yes, I think this is more than just common nightmares. You're going to sacrifice the rest of your life over this? I'd rather be sure than see the world destroyed, and then say, oh, I should have listened to the signs when I had the chance. You've got a lot of life left to live, kid. Look, if me dying means that really bad thing that's supposed to happen doesn't happen, it's a really good thing. Nothing I can do by staying alive could be better than that. Even if you don't help me, I'm still going to keep trying, so really you should just help me get it over and done with. Okay? Why me? You're human. Your kind is defined by their sheer ease at which you can die. Why do you seek out a monster like me to kill you? Is this a fashion thing? You're not taking me seriously, are you? It's not like I want a unique death to be the cool kid at school. I've tried killing myself in so many different ways before. Tried to overdose on pills, electrocuted myself, slit my wrists, stepped in front of buses, trains, shot myself in the head and in the heart. Drowning, fire, poison, hanging. I've tried it all. You listened to her impressive list of deaths that surely would have killed any mortal. But you can't help but notice how unscarred she is. Physically unscarred in any way. Yet, you still live. Yep, but it hurt like hell, every single attempt. I shouldn't be alive, but here I am. Doesn't that prove that there is something really wrong with me? I need to die. I'm going to doom the world if I don't. You look at this kid with so much fear in her eyes. While you doubt the truth in her words, you believe the conviction in her heart. Please just kill me before I do something really bad. Nope. Can't go through with this. Someone must have made a mistake somewhere. Michael and Gabriel wouldn't send you to kill a kid. And besides, you never kill innocents. And this kid is definitely innocent. She doesn't reek of the usual corruption. You're not doing this. Summon your spectral blade and hold it in front of her. Is this what you're looking for? Yes. If you want to die, please go right ahead. But I am not here to help you do it. Please, you've got to help me. The world will burn if you don't kill me. The world will burn anyway. Don't kill kids. Please. Nope. Just kill me, damn it. Without warning, the girl throws herself at your spectral blade. You dispel your blade instinctively. Hate blast her away. Steps onto your rotten floorboard and crack. The entire section of the floor collapses. She plunges down into the lower floors. You peer into the hole and see a cloud of dust coming from the basement. As the dust clears, her lifeless body is revealed with a sharp plank of wood jutting through her chest. You roar out of frustration. You look at the body, wondering if she can still be saved. But you've seen enough wounds to know when someone isn't getting back up. Well, it is done. Time to leave this madness behind and return to heaven. Take one last look at your lair. The mortal realm is vast, but this old house is how you will remember it. So many years spent here. You consider packing your magadrome, but realize you have no idea if you'd be able to use it in heaven. Oh well. Time to move on to a new chapter of your life and adapt. Goodbye, house. Living with you, it was good. Bedrock Reservoir, a large body of water in the middle of the city. You don't know why, but the angels have always liked coming to this place. Maybe it's the smell of the trees or the fact that there is always a breeze here, but they say that when the water is still, looking into it gives you a glimpse of heaven. But you've never liked what you see in the water. You've been patiently waiting for an hour already, but there's still no sign of Michael. You look around for something to do. From your position on the shore, you can just make out a book that someone left behind on the pier. There's something very eye-catching about its spine. To your right, there's a mysterious figure hiding in the branches of a tall tree. Looks like he has a telescope set up on a large, sturdy branch. I'll have a look at the book. Distinctive green spine. The Wizard of Firetop Mountain. You open the book and start reading it. It's quite enjoyable so far. It's not a regular linear novel because you can make choices in certain chapters and the story changes accordingly. I have that book. Or well, the real version is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. It is a fun read. There are even some nice illustrations in there. You're enjoying the book quite a bit when suddenly you hear a familiar booming voice. It's Michael. Makes his dramatic entrance and then adjusts the bun on his head that holds his hair together. You're late. Busy day today, you know how it is. I would never willingly be late for my guy Gloom. Sure. So why did you call on me? It's done. You blindsided me by sending me to kill a mortal kid, though. Apologies. Gabriel and I were not very sure ourselves. Perhaps I should have given you more warning. So is she here? You did not wait for me to finish the job? She's already dead. Can't take any horns because she didn't have any. She stares at you with an even blanker expression than usual. Bro, she is still alive. Impossible. I saw her impaled with a wound that would kill any regular human. Well, we have established already that she is no regular human, have we not? What's going on with you, bro? Going easy on a mark, not verifying a kill. Very sloppy work, especially for the Angel of Death. Look, I get you're excited about going back to heaven, but trust me, I have things to square out with the boss. You need to focus on this one last job. Get it done, and you will be back in heaven soon. Yeah, I need to focus. So go on, do it. Why can't the angels do this one themselves? You don't need me to kill this one? Or have your seraphim grown too soft to defeat a mortal kid? Come on, that is not polite. My seraphim have not grown soft. Then why can't you smite this one yourselves? You know our rules. We are angels. We cannot just smite any being we desire. We only vanquish the evil ones. Wait, so you're saying she's not evil? The girl has yet to commit any sins, so we cannot take action. You want to kill innocents now, and is that why you want me to do your dirty work? You've always been doing the dirty work, even before your fall. But you're the best at it. Nobody kills like you. The girl said she tried to kill herself many times. Suicide is a sin, so you should be able to act. Well, kind of, but we got blocked by a loophole. Technically not suicide if she still lives. So who is she? Not important. Okay, I'll finish it. Someday it will be you at the end of my blade. You float over to the edge of the water and peer into it. You don't see any glimpses of heaven. All you see is an empty skull staring back at you. Yep. You've never liked what you see in the water. One more kill. One more kill and I can leave this life of endless death. Okay. Into part 2. I think this is where I'm gonna pause it, save it, and call it a session, and we'll pick it up again next week because my throat be very scratchy and strained from a lot of talking. I appreciate y'all for popping in, hanging out, lurking, checking out the VOD. Of course, the dragon, our friend Dwagon with the raid, very much appreciated. The fact that y'all spend any amount of time of your day here with me hanging out means a lot. I will get a schedule out later tonight or later today for the week ahead. Hope to be back tomorrow and maybe finish the main story. Probably finish the main story and get started in some DLC stuff on Midnight Suns. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me this morning. Is there anyone live that we can read? Do stick around for it. You get some channel pointos for doing so, and I'll see you in the next one.